I posted my first video last night. Got a little bit of flack, a little bit of feedback. People saying I'm a coward for not showing my face. Let me tell you what's up with that. 4 years ago, I got stomped out by 3 invaders. They beat the fuck out of me. Put a boot in my head. I still got a scar there. Beat me bloody. Beat me with a stick. Spit on me. And called me a racist because while we were discussing politics, I said Israel is the Jewish state. They didn't like that. They kicked the shit out of me. I took my beating. Didn't call the police. I didn't do nothing. I went home. I wiped up the blood. I spent a week or 2 bruised. And I carry a scar on my skull where a boot went into my head. What I did was I started posting as F to the UN because I can't physically fight 200,000 people. I'm fighting with ideas. I'm fighting with reason. I'm fighting with my voice. I don't owe anybody a chance to fuck me up, beat me up, hurt me. You want to find out who I am? Find out and find me, and we'll see what happens. I'm not afraid, but one old man is not going to change the world with his fists. He'll change it with his mind. You think I'm a coward? Get on YouTube, get on the video, talk your shit, show your face, see how it goes. I do what I do. I'm not telling anybody else how to act. I'm not that hard to figure out. I'm not that hard to find. Someone got a problem with it? Come find me. I'm ready. I don't backstep for nobody. But I also don't think I owe anybody the chance to beat my ass because they don't like my politics. That said, I started posting as FDUN 4 years ago. I got a good response. I got over 4,000 followers. Until that phone finally gave out, I started posting as with a hard R. Got 1,000 followers. Had 80,000 views 1 month, but on average I get about 30,000 views a month. I was attacked again, this time not politically, just by thugs who wanted to rob me. My phone was stolen. I had to start a new account as with a hard R NWS, where I post my diary and my political thoughts, my thoughts on romantic idealism, and my thoughts on B&D, kink, because it's part of my life. It's part of who I am. I was attacked when I was 5 years old for about 2 years straight. Horrendous, ugly attack that changed my life. I'm a grown man. I take responsibility for who I am, but there's no doubt that what happened to me affected me. So anybody who feels the need to judge me, go ahead. When you care about something enough to talk about it, to get on video and talk straight, then you can judge me. Till then, if you don't care about anything enough besides yourself, okay, I get it. Most people don't. What I care about is the Jewish state. I want to feel like I'm worthy of the soldiers' sacrifice, of what their families had to do, of people burying their sons and their daughters. We're being beaten to death with our own humanity. We try to be fair to people who do not give us fairness. We try to give human rights to people who do not respect our human rights. It's not working. If talking worked, I'd be all for it, but it's failed. The Israeli left is the 5th column. They are here to destroy us. Some of them may have had Jewish parents, but if you don't love Israel, you're not a Jew. If you don't stand with Israel, right or wrong, you're not a Jew. You're a leftist. Your religion is leftism. That's your business. My business is speaking up. My personal life is not important. Who I am is not important. This isn't about me. It's bigger than me. It's more important than me. This is about the right of the Jewish people to live in our own state without having invaders force themselves on us, without having the left and the Israeli Supreme Court break our laws to poison our demographic, to end our Jewish state. The Israeli Supreme Court are criminals. They are bandits. They are enemies of the Jewish people. In 2021, they passed a law that made it illegal to have a Jewish state, to mention a Jewish state in any national policy. These are enemies of the Jewish people, and they need to be punished in the most harsh and final way possible. I'd like to see 500,000 loyal citizens go to the Supreme Court and bring them to the nearest wall or tree. I'd like to see Mossad clean house. I'd like to see the IDF clean house. I'm not talking about arrests. I'm talking about extinction of the enemies of Israel. Because if we don't do it to them, they will do it to us, and they are doing it slowly. They've planted a seed in South Tel Aviv that will poison our demographic. Are all of them bad? No. Do any of them have a right to be here? No. You don't get to just break into the home we built, our fathers died for, and take a piece of it because you want a better life. Go build it in your own state. This is ours. We don't owe a piece to anybody, and we damn sure don't owe the chance for the left to destroy us. If it was up to me, I would revoke the left's civil rights. I would arrest all of their leaders. I would mass arrest their demonstrators, put them in labor camps. You don't like the Jewish state? Get out. But the idea that we owe them the chance to destroy us is absurd. The idea that we owe them a voice to hate us and curse us is absurd. It's suicidally stupid, this absurd fetish with human rights for people who deny ours. No more. It's failed. Negotiation has failed. Talking has failed. Dialogues have failed. Bridge building has failed. I wish it was different, but it's not. The KGB started this idea of infiltrating the schools, the media, and it's almost destroyed the U.S., and it's doing a lot of damage in Israel. The Israeli left need to have their civil rights revoked, due process denied. They are our enemy, and we owe them nothing. I know it's harsh talk, and I'm someone who I registered libertarian at 18 back in 78. I believe in human rights and due process, but I do not believe in being a victim, and I do not believe in giving to someone what they will not give to you. We need Zionist extremism. We need Zionist fascism. We need to deny the rights of our enemies as they have denied ours. Where were the civil rights of the people on October 7th? Where are the human rights of the people getting robbed and beaten in South Tel Aviv? Where's the better life they have a birthright to that these other people came in and just took a piece of? They forced themselves on our demographic. They pumped out children. And now all of a sudden they deserve what we worked for, what we bled for, what our people died for? No. I say no. Yes, a lot of innocent people will be harmed. People who could have made probably good citizens, but I've seen none of them embrace Zionism. There was a gang war last summer in South Tel Aviv, 19 murders. 10 years ago, a friend of mine said when their kids grow up, it's going to be a problem, and he was right. Their kids are robbing, stealing. They formed a gang down there, the SSQ or whatever, the SQS, I don't know the name of it. The point is, our state is dying. It's being polluted by inferior cultures. If their culture was better, they'd still be in their state. We have to defend ourselves, and it means doing things that we don't want to do. I'm not a violent person, but I've been attacked 3 times, and I stood up and I fought all 3 times. The scumbags grabbed my e-scooter. I chased them down, and with a hatchet in my hand, I stood down 5 of them, and they decided that scooter wasn't worth one of them having to pay for it, because I damn sure wasn't going to let it go free. It's the same thing on the bigger picture. Yeah, there's innocents in there. In Gaza, I'm sure there's people who hate Hamas and would love to be Israeli, but that's not the way it works. Tell it to the shadowgraphs of children in Hiroshima about innocence. Tell it to the incinerated children in October 7th about innocence. Tell it to the raped and murdered women about innocence and civil rights. The game is up. And if we keep pretending that we owe them or that we're going to win with democracy, all we'll do is die foolishly, and our state will die with us. We need fascism. We need a fascist Zionist government to do what has to be done, to enforce the immigration laws, to arrest the left, to arrest the Israeli Supreme Court. I wish it was different, but it's not. And if we want to survive, we're going to have to do some hard things. My commentary is on With a Hard R Facebook, With a Hard R NWS Facebook, and F the UN Facebook. Read it. I make the case. I state the facts. The Israeli Supreme Court are criminals. They are enemies of Israel and the Jewish people. And pretending they have a right when they won't even obey our laws, they become a law unto themselves. And it has to stop. This idea that we release terrorists, are we fucking stupid? International laws of war, say that if you're caught in a combat zone out of uniform, you are subject to summary execution. And yet we capture these motherfuckers and put them in jail and feed them and treat them. We saved, what's his fucking name? Sinwar Yawar. We saved his life with brain surgery. The doctor who did it should be in jail. If you're caught in a combat zone without a uniform, summary execution. This happens all over the world. It happens in Ukraine every day. The idea we should be moral to moralist people is absurd. It's suicidally stupid. We need to be an extinction machine to our enemies. The people who fed Hamas, the people of Gaza, the people who sent food should be in jail. You would have been put up against the wall and shot for that in World War II. Nobody worried about the innocent children in Hiroshima, Dresden, Berlin, or anywhere else. And we can't either. Is it terrible? Yes, it's war. And if we want to survive, we're going to have to be harder than the enemies we face. And we're going to have to Do what has to be done. So many better men than me, younger men, willingly gave their lives to protect the Jewish state. And now we're just going to let the leftists overrun us, the invaders, the illegals, decide that they want to be here and that they deserve a piece of what we built and bled for? No. There should be a death penalty for terrorism. You get caught in a terrorist act, you should not live more than 48 hours. It's murder. And we have a right to to enforce our laws. It's time, friends. It's time to wake up and do what we must do to survive, because if we don't, within about another generation, Israel's going to be just another shithole little country with high taxes. It won't be the Jewish state anymore. There's a big swath of dead Israel in South Tel Aviv. That's not the Jewish state anymore. It's spreading. It's time. It's time to stand up, speak out. It's time for us to do what we have to do. That's all for now. Think about what I said. Think about a world without a Jewish state. If you want to know what's up, drive through South Tel Aviv. See what they got planned for the rest of our country. We have the right. What we need is the will to survive, to fight, to do what has to be done. It's time. Wake the fuck up, Zionists. Wake the fuck up, or your children will live in a world without a Jewish state. Don't let it happen. Open your mouth. Repost these videos. Repost my posts from Facebook with a hard R, F the UN, with a hard R, NWS. NWS. No warning shot. All right. I'll be back with you soon. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. We can still win this. It's time.